Hey yo, it's Ikki, and today I'm gonna be live reacting to Saint Seiya episode 6. And looks like again, no opening or EDs for this episode. Okay. I'm gonna start this live reaction. Yeah, the total length of this episode is 21 minutes and 14 seconds for some reason. But alright, I'm gonna start this live reaction in 1-0, go! Oh man. A recap done right. Oh, while the recap is still going on, just a heads up. I checked multiple streaming sites too, since in the US there's no way of watching Saint Seiya legally, the original version. Pretty much all sites cut the opening ED, so it's 21:14. Even in the Spanish sub the websites too. So yeah, just to make sure. And alright, we're actually back to the actual episode. Garage treatment. Damn, let the man recover, y'all. Dumb kids. Damn. Not even backing up for a little bro. Their boy. Jokeception. Oh. That's actually cool though. At least we've seen a camaraderie build up. That's hella cool. I'm surprised Seiya recovered more quickly though, all things considered. But then I guess it does depend on the type of injury. Oh my. And he doesn't look like no joke either. Oh, that one looks good! Oh, I'm hungry. All right. I'm gonna throw. Oh, so we're gonna have another speech from Saudi this episode, then? Oh. Oh, so this immediately happened after the fight. All right. I guess we get to see more fights. Oh, Shun. All right. Yo, if I remember the Netflix version clearly, this Jabba guy got picked the fuck out. I wonder how they're gonna handle it here. Although it's still mind blowing though. That's because you gotta remember, for anyone that's watching this for the first time, my reactions. I did watch the Netflix Saint Seiya first. So it's kind of a mindfuck that Shun is a boy here. Because the first time I saw Shun, it was Shun being a girl. So I'll probably get used to Shun being a boy though as I watch more episodes. Just a bit. And you know what I like about Shun right now? He's, or right off the bat, you're seeing that he's analyzing the situation more. He's analyzing the meaning behind these fights. He's not just fighting just for the sake of it. So it does show you his emotional intelligence. Oh! No, that is graceful. And I like the music, so it has like a calming feel. It has like a sort of gentleness too. Oh. Oh, you gotta come with the yoga! Okay. That's how you know you're legit. Whoa! Now he goes in like a noob here too. Holy shit! Oh. Well, what a reckless dude trying the same shit again. Oh. Hmm. Wait, what? Yo, that's crazy if damn! Son? He got bitched the fuck out! I mean, I gotta give Jabu some props though. At the very least, he did take on 2 head-on attacks. You know what's the epic part about this? Shun's not even moving these nebula chains. I'm pretty sure he can expand the range a bit more if he walks towards the Jabu's direction. Okay, now that's just reckless. Hella damn reckless. But then again, that's part of why we all, at least that's why I fucking think Seiya's a badass. And it does, yeah, that looked really fierce because it looked like he actually was charging towards the attack. And I like all the fangirls screaming. I gotta get shown, it's pretty damn cool, I gotta say. Yeah, I like how she's just drinking champagne or wine or whatever the hell that is. And Xi Axia. Oh man, I always love these little things in the episodes. Dun dun dun. Alright, at the very least. He's actually warning him. This baka. Well, he was warned. I ain't gonna feel sorry for him one bit. Damn! You know, if I were the audience, I'd probably be creeped out too if the chains just randomly started moving on their own, so I can't blame them. And I like how the way they actually show that they're moving on their own because they don't even see Shun move his hands or arms. That's actually pretty cool. You just see the chains move as if they had a mind of their own. Damn! And I like the music too. It's right on cue when you get that revelation. Oh. Who the? Oh. I was like, whose scream was that? It was probably someone from the audience then. Gotta say, that scream sounded legitimately good though. I like it, like the dark blue hues. It has like a cold, frightening atmosphere right now. That's when you know shit's about to go down. And the music, without the music playing temporarily, And just the sounds of the chains. You can now tell there's a melancholy feel right now. Huh. Wait, there was an actual person in the golden cloth box? Okay. I didn't see that coming. Wait, what? Oh, that's crazy! Yeah, definitely different from the way the Netflix Saint Seiya handle it. Because in the Netflix Saint Seiya, you actually had it was actually stolen. Here, yeah, someone straight up just come out of the box. I mean, they all look happy right now, the crowd, but or was it? Hey, you know his eye gear kind of look a bit like Char's from the Gundam series, you know? Kind of give me those vibes. Oh no, so he didn't show up from the box then. That was that was just an epic entrance then. You know, I love that smug look though. Damn! Alright. Yo! I love that twitch in his facial expressions as he's slowly smiling. And that epic music too. The guitar riff. That dun dun dun. I don't know, considering they have higher numbers, shouldn't they all just jump up there just to make sure he doesn't do anything? But then I could understand why they hesitate to do that, because that would endanger the audience. Oh! Oh snap! Drum alert! Yo! Alright, here the revelation's actually cooler. And the slightly haptic music too. That actually makes this sequence a bit more heartwarming. Aww. So he was abducted too. Aww. You know, Sun's expressions are actually pretty cool. They're heartwarming. Okay, we gotta hope he goes in defense mode though. Yo, that's fucked up! just broke a piece of the cloth with the long distance fist. Dang! No, yeah, that's crazy! We haven't even seen any of Seiya's or Seiyu's attacks capable of such a feat. I mean, they only do that kind of damage from close distance. Oh, man. And I like it how you see Shun in denial. You can see how it's psychologically affecting his mind. That makes the sequence even more intense. I gotta admit, that was a cool scene to see him lift up the shades. What the? What the hell? Okay, I mean, that Phoenix does look pretty cool. Alright, let's see what we're gonna get! Oh, it's over! Damn! That was epic. Wow. Again, this is actually better than the Netflix version. Let me explain why here. They actually gave a full episode towards the first half being Shun versus Jabu. So at the very least, while Jabu still went down like a punk, at least here he was able to get up at the very least 3 times. So even though he still went down like a bona fide scrub, at the very least, he didn't go down like a complete fodder, so I guess that's something? So already, the Jabu versus Shun fight here is way better. And 2, the revelation of that being Ikki is actually much more epic because you get to see, at least for a few seconds, some joy in Shun's face. You get to hear some happy music so that when you actually see Ikki attack with the long range attack, it actually feels much more intense. And I like how they had some of the psychological factor when Shun's on the inside is trying to process the situation, not even believing that that's his Ikki right there, that's his actual brother. That actually made the sequence much more intense because when someone is going to like the phases of depression, one of the stages is denial. And you saw right there Shun was going through denial. That actually made the sequence a bit more sadder too because it's like, damn. Just can't help but feel sorry for the man, you know? So all in all these helped contribute into making a fantastic episode. Because you had plot progression. You got through the Jabu and Shun fight, and additionally, you got introduced to one of the main villains, which is Phoenix. Well, I'm assuming there's probably an even bigger main villain than Phoenix or Ikki because you see in the background this evil-looking dude, which kind of looks similar to the evil-looking dude in the opening. So, I'm assuming there's a grounder villain than Ikki. So, all in all, it did great in raising the stakes now because now that I'm assuming the tournament's been interrupted, now we're going to get fights that are to the death. None of this, alright, you lose. Here you go, you get carried off by the medics. No. I'm assuming now the fights are going to be, if you lose, you fucking die. Or at least get close to death. So I like that. Because at least now we've established narrative stakes. And that's what I felt made this episode good from the story standpoint. And additionally, from a character standpoint, I like that. You get to see a bit of Jun's gentleness when he's telling Jabu to not fight. And he's even showing him mercy and all that kind of jazz. I like that bit of... I like that. Because at the very least, it shows his unique personality versus the other Saints. The other Saints go all in, but when it comes to Shun, he doesn't. He wants to, at the very least, not harm an individual that he's fighting against as much as possible, if possible. And what I also enjoyed about Shun's character is you can see he thinks about things more than meets the eye, because when he was talking to Jabu as on regards to the point of all this fighting, I like that. It shows you his emotional maturity, and it pretty much gave us all this about Jun in the span of an episode, because not only we get establishments of his personality, you got an establishment of his goal, which was to find his brother. I mean, yeah, here he accomplished it, but now it's kind of sad to see that now his goal is going to be to fight his brother in combat. So I cannot wait to see where that leads, because I'm assuming that's going to lead to some dramatic, epic sequences. So that's what I enjoyed about this episode. And on top of it, doing pretty well from the character standpoint, I like how it showed a bit of Senryu's gentleness too, when he visited Seiya in the hospital and all that. I like that, because you're getting a sense of camaraderie between some of the saints, at the very least when it comes to Seiya and Senryu. So that was also another cool sequence there too, I gotta say. And that's why I felt it had a lot of great character moments. And the animation for the change was actually pretty cool looking, I gotta say. And I like the artwork. And due to all these and the music was so beautiful, especially Shun's theme. I loved it. It fit with this gentle but powerful nature too. And that's why I'm gonna rate this episode a 9 out of 10. Honestly, this anime just keeps on outdoing itself each and every episode, and I cannot wait to see episode 7. So anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on Saint Seiya episode 6.